I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people. I help in the workplace, and that can involve hiring, job search, managing and leading, overall workplace issues. By the way, I've got a group on Facebook called Career Angles I want to invite you to. And it's a place where we talk about nothing related to job hunting. It's all about effectiveness in the workplace. When people lead, their tendency is to lead from their eyes and their ears without a lot of interpretation going on. They hear something, they respond. They see something, they respond. And I want to remind you that you have other things going on as well that might serve you as a leader. Now, I want to be clear, not as a manager, as a leader. And I bring in humanity into the process when I talk about leadership because it's important that the human qualities come through. So when you're in a situation where your leadership has to step up, I want to remind you not just to listen to what's being said, but what isn't being said. I want to remind you that there's a feeling going on within you. It's not a conscious one, but there's a body response that may occur where you feel anxious or scared or mad for that matter, or compassionate or fearful. What's going on for you physically? Because that's something that needs to get tapped into as well. When you look at what's going on around you, do you have a response to it? Do you notice that the energy in the room is different? Why is that? What's the energy level? And how can you respond to, kind of jigger the energy a little bit so it gets back to normal? I know I've walked into group situations many times. I've got 35, 40 people in a room. I'm talking about 50 or 60 people in a room on average. And the energy's off. People are just not on their game, and you can feel it. And the first thing I'm trying to do is bring it back to where it's supposed to be and focused in the right way. Where there are one or two dissenters, you try and draw them in, but you focus on the majority first and get them focused in, and normally the other one or two comply. The other thing I'm going to remind you of is that, frankly, for many of you, you've learned lessons in your childhood about leadership from parents, from teachers, from trusted individuals in your life, adult and peers. And don't neglect those lessons as well. And I have to say, what you respond to, in many respects, there's a heritage that precedes you of individuals in your family that you're the legacy of. And as such, you carry some of their emotional template with you as well. I understand that may sound woo-woo to some of you, but think about it. Every input that you've received, well, there's someone who may have preceded you in life who may have also felt that. It gets passed on through your genes, into your experiences, into where you live, into everything. And thus, when you're leading people, I want to remind you that in many respects, you know the right thing to do. It doesn't require a lot of thought. You know what's right to do. And now it's just trusting all those senses plus your heritage before you to allow you to summon it up. Now, at times you may make wrong decisions. I'll simply say you may make a mistake. It happens, and it's happening now. But you have less of a likelihood of doing it the more you tap into that history of yours, the more you tap into other senses of yours that allow you to notice what's going on and respond to it, not just simply from the headspace of fear, anger, what have you, but from a place of profound wisdom and leadership. I'm Jeff Altman. I hope you found this helpful. My website is nobscoachingadvice.com and thebiggamehunter.us. You can follow me at either location, and if you're watching on YouTube, click the icon in the lower right-hand corner. You'll be notified whenever I release something new on YouTube. Also want to mention, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, very simply, on my websites, you can click a button, schedule a free discovery call. I'd love to help you. Have a great day and take care.